musim 2017. Menilik persiapan dua rider Honda. Pendatang baru di mata pembalap Suzuki. Kesan Karel Abraham untuk Indonesia. Saksikan berita selengkapnya dalam Road to MotoGP 2018.
Well, welcome back to Qatar. What a nightmare. The start of this 22-lap opening round of the MotoGP World Championship has been delayed. Let battle commence. Zarco's going to lead the Qatar Grand Prix up the inside of Andrei Iannone. The rookie leads. Oh, and a little bit of a bang and a crash there between Andrei Iannone and Marc Marquez. Marquez fights back up the inside of Iannone at the final corner. I think Iannone might have gone in a little bit deeper. Look at the power of the Ducati. Dovizioso's about to blitz by both of them. What a battle between Danny Pedrosa. There's been a few of them with Valentino Rossi. Last time around again, though, he was 6 tenths quicker than Marquez, and Marquez now has lost second place to Andrea Dovizioso. Oh, Zarco's gone down at turn 2. Well, the dream is over. The fairy tale for the Frenchman has gone. It would a couple of tenths back as it tightens up between Marquez, Iannone and Vinales through turns 4 and 5. This is going to get better. Oh, Iannone's gone down. Here comes Vinales up the inside of Marquez. Marquez leads the braking lane, but Vinales up into second place. The crowd are on their feet. MotoGP is back and Rossi is through into third place. Will he try to take it before they get into turn 16? Yeah. He does. Maverick Vinales leads here in Qatar. Or is the Ducati just going to blitz by? No, it's not. Vinales stands firm now. That could be absolutely crucial. He's out wide though at the first corner. He's out well wide. Dovizioso leads again. Up at turn 4, Dovizioso makes that Ducati big and wide. This is as good as we've seen Andrea Dovizioso ride in the drive of the Ducati. Right. Although Vinales is through, that is no great surprise, because if he can hang in there on his rear wheel, he is going to win this race. 1 3/4 laps to go. Where Vinales has been absolutely untouchable. Just one more corner, 16. Is that gap big enough? We are about to find out. Dovizioso had a massive head shake coming out of turn number 14. That would have cost him crucial momentum. It is game over. Vinales is going to do it. Maverick Vinales, the 22-year-old Spaniard, on his Yamaha debut, wins here in Qatar. Andrea Dovizioso in second. Valentino Rossi third. Maverick Vinales wins on his Yamaha debut, replacing Jorge Lorenzo. His 18th win in Grand Prix racing, only his second in MotoGP. His first on his Yamaha debut, Maverick Vinales.
Flag akan berkibar di Losail, Qatar. Para riders akan bertarung memperebutkan satu gelar juara di seri perdana. Bisa Valentino Rossi, Marc Marquez, atau mungkin si kuda hitam, Andrea Dovizioso, atau justru pemenang musim lalu, Maverick Vinales, atau bahkan nama-nama baru yang baru aja naik kelas dari Moto2. Because anything could happen here. Aduh, jadi lupa kan sampai kenalin diri. Hai Jimmy Mania, Sabrina is here, your host for Road to MotoGP 2018. Dan tadi kita baru aja lihat kilas balik dari MotoGP Qatar musim 2017. What an amazing race. And right after this commercial break, kita akan lihat juga nih persiapan dari dua tim pabrikan, yaitu Suzuki dan Honda. Kali gitu, kita lihat nanti ya. I'll be back soon.
Don't be afraid to catch feels. I've been running from the pain, trying not to feel the same, but it's a shame that we miss again.
Setelah jeda 4 bulan, akhirnya para pencinta MotoGP akan dimanjakan kembali dengan aksi para rider jagoan di atas lintasan.
You said I could fix the broken.
The new leader of the 2017 World Championship. The world champion Marc Marquez wins here in the Saxon Ring.
Salah satunya adalah duet rider andalan tim Repsol Honda, Marc Marquez dan Dani Pedrosa. Sebelum memulai pertarungan musim 2018 di Losail Qatar malam nanti, dua rider ini berkesempatan untuk mengunjungi Indonesia dalam rangka event peluncuran motor terbaru mereka. Tim MotoGP Trans 7 memiliki waktu khusus untuk mengobrol santai dengan kedua rider asal Spanyol ini. Dan inilah ngobrol santai ala Marc dan Dani. Mulai dari sang juara kita, Marc Marquez. Marc, tahun lalu kan saingan terberat kamu itu Dovizioso. Menurut kamu, tahun ini apakah Dovi lagi atau rider lain?
Of course, Dovizioso will be there. Both Yamaha riders will be very fast. Johan Zarco also looks like this position is in a good shape. And especially also my teammate Danny is doing a great pre-season. He will be fast like always and fighting for the championship.
Bagaimana prediksi musim 2018 ini akan berlangsung?
Honestly speaking, I cannot say one name because at the moment the pre-season, if you check the first test, Lorenzo was the fastest one, and then second test, Danny was the fastest one. So yeah, of course, it's difficult to say because many different names there in front.
Nah, sekarang giliran di Little Samurai nih. Hal apa sih yang menurut kamu harus diperbaiki dari tahun 2017 lalu?
I would like to improve a lot the days where I was struggling with the tires, especially in cold conditions or wet conditions. I was not able to feel the rear tire and have grip, and then I was forced to not race very good.
Jika berandai-andai lagi, 10 tahun mendatang kamu akan menjadi seperti apa?
10 years in front, I don't think I will be riding. Because, many years riding and to ride these bikes, you need to be very, very on the edge. So in 10 years, no. But I will be for sure trying to enjoy still MotoGP somehow.
Sekarang waktunya kita bermain Pick the Picture. Jadi, Dani dan Marc akan diberikan kartu bergambar rider-rider MotoGP. Mereka diminta untuk memilih satu gambar rider dalam setiap kategori. Yuk, kita mulai. Rider terpintar.
Maybe Valentino.
Why?
Because he have a lot of experience and he know everything, all the situations.
Rider terkuat.
Mark was the strongest.
Why? Because he's your teammate?
Why? Is because he was average, he was the stronger in all conditions.
Rider paling terkenal.
Same rider, also Valentino. No, Valentino. Yes.
Rider paling bertalenta. You?
I think naturally, I don't know how to describe talent, but it's something that comes out natural.
Rider paling gila.
This guy? Laszlo? Yeah. Because he's crazy.
Rider yang tak terprediksi.
I would say him
Dovi.
because he don't show full his cars in practice.
Rider tercepat.
I try to be the fastest, but it's because I'm here. I try to be, but
Rider paling lucu.
Maybe him.
Marquez?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. He is all the time thinking some kind of jokes.
Rider paling playboy.
Andrea Iannone.
Why?
Because it's true. Yeah, with his girlfriend. Yeah.
Rider paling tampan.
This guy, I don't know who, but this
Who is
guy.
that guy?
I don't know. The fans from Indonesia, they love this guy.
Kocak banget ya. Bisa aja deh jawabnya. Seru kan ya ngobrol santai bareng kedua rider imut ini? Hayo yang aku fansnya nih. Jangan lupa ya, selalu dukung rider favoritmu.
See the girl with the diamonds in her shoes. She walks around like she's got nothing to lose.
Tidak mau ketinggalan. Dua rider tim Suzuki X-Star, Andrea Iannone dan Alex Rins juga menyempatkan waktu untuk berkunjung ke Jakarta nih GP Mania. Mereka menjadi bintang tamu istimewa dalam event konvoi motor bersama para penggemar di sirkuit Sentul pada bulan Januari lalu. Dan tentu saja, tim MotoGP Trans 7 mendapat waktu khusus untuk berbincang dengan dua rider penuh talenta ini. Untuk memuaskan rasa penasaran GP Mania, mari mengenal lebih dekat dengan mereka. Now it's time to all about Iannone and Rins. Menurut kamu, apa kekurangan tahun lalu yang harus kamu perbaiki di tahun ini?
So I think 2017 season is my first season with Suzuki Racing, and I think start a little bit on the difficult way. We live a difficult moment, but in any case we never give up and we always continue to work very strong.
We improve a lot the bike compared last year, and we will see what happen. For sure, this year will be one more race, so more points on the game.
Bagaimana sih prediksi kamu melihat persaingan di tahun 2018 ini?
Especially the satellite team and the factory team are very close, and the bike also, the performance of the bike is very close. The riders are very strong.
For sure, will be difficult this season because there are many riders competitive.
Apakah kamu akan merasa tersaingi dengan datangnya rider pendatang baru?
Franco is a very great and young rider. I have a very good relationship with him.
They was really fast. Takaki Nakagami on the first day and second day was really close to me, so I was impressed about them.
Dan sekarang mereka akan dites nih. Akan disebutkan satu kategori dan mereka harus menyebutkan satu nama rider dan juga beri alasan tentunya. Rider paling kocak?
Carl Crutchlow. Yes, he's one of the yes. He's completely crazy.
Rider paling pintar?
Maybe Alex Rins.
Ada-ada aja nih ya None. Nah, sekarang giliran Rins nih. Rider dengan fans wanita terbanyak.
Maybe Iannone.
Rider paling pintar?
I think one of them will be Marc Marquez. Yeah, he's so smart. He play with the riders.
Bagian terakhir, mereka berdua diberikan clue petunjuk potongan gambar dan mereka harus menebak gambar apakah itu. Kira-kira bisa ketebak nggak ya? Gambar pertama.
Yes, Qatar.
Qatar.
Rain tires.
This is a slick tire.
Aduh, Rins, salah deh kamu.
Andrea Dovizioso.
Thomas Luthi.
Yes, the Eku.
This is the Echo.
Oke deh, oke. Jawabannya masing-masing boleh berbeda ya. Tapi kalian sebagai teammate harus tetap kompak dong pastinya. Semoga sukses ya guys menghadapi MotoGP musim 2018 ini. Dan jangan lupa mampir lagi ke Indonesia ya nanti. Iya deh, percaya aja ya kalau seandainya Dani Pedrosa adalah pembalap terganteng versi dirinya sendiri dan juga Marc Marquez adalah pembalap tercepat versi The Baby Alien. Ya pede boleh-boleh aja lah ya. Nah kalau kamu juga mau ikutan pede, Sabrina punya kuis berhadiahkan jaket dan juga waistbag keren untuk GP Mania. Mau? Jawab dulu pertanyaannya ya. Apa nickname yang dimiliki oleh Andrea Iannone saat ia masih berada di kelas Moto2? Cluenya nih mirip-mirip sama nama superhero. Udah tahu? Udah yakin? Nah, kalau udah langsung aja kirim jawaban kamu ke akun media sosial kita di Twitter @trans7gp dan juga di Instagram @officialmotogpt7. So, don't go anywhere. The Let News Breaking Zone will be your resort right after this break. Bukan hanya datang dari Honda dan juga Suzuki. Wakil satelit Ducati Karel Abraham juga punya cerita menarik untuk dibagi. Nah, pembalap asal Ceko ini kali ini akan berbagi cerita mengenai Indonesia. Ya, ini emang bukan pertama kalinya ya untuk Karel Abraham datang ke sini, tapi ternyata untuk Karel Indonesia tuh selalu punya banyak cerita. Nah, jangan kemana-mana dulu karena abis ini di akhir acara Sabrina akan kasih hadiah lagi untuk GP Mania. So relax, enjoy your snack, and I'll be back. Jika Duta Honda dan Suzuki telah berbagi cerita di segmen sebelumnya, wakil satelit Ducati Karel Abraham punya kisah yang akan dibagi dari kunjungannya ke Indonesia. Dalam lawatan kedua pembalap bernomor 17, terselip kisah antara Karel dan kuliner Indonesia. Mau tahu cerita selengkapnya? Let's check it out! Well, Karel memulai hari pertama di Jakarta dengan mencoba kopi khas Nusantara bersama salah satu public figure yang sekaligus pengacara kondang Hotman Paris. Dengan gayanya yang ramah, pembalap Ceko ini sempat berfoto dengan para pengunjung kedai. Tak hanya sampai di situ, di akhir pertemuan dengan tim MotoGP, Karel sempat berbincang tentang kesannya terhadap Indonesia. Menurutnya, banyak makanan Indonesia yang enak. Tapi, apa sih menu favorit rider ini?
Yes, but the problem is for me to remember the names of it. So I did, what was it that we had? Nasi Padang? Nasi Padang. Yes, and it was very good.
Walau pernah berlibur ke Bali, namun ini adalah kunjungan pertama Karel ke Jakarta. Beri 5 kata untuk ibu kota Indonesia dong, Karel.
So first of all, again, I would like to say that I was here 12 years ago or 15 years ago in Bali only, but it's my first time in Jakarta. It's difficult to say it in 5 words, but it's really beautiful, interesting, nice city, nice people, nice food. Too much traffic though.
Nah, kalau punya kesempatan ke Indonesia lagi, Karel mau kemana nih?
I really want to visit again Bali, and I think I will because we have some appointment with NHK that we may go to visit Bali as well.
Iya,
Tak lama setelah wawancara ini, Karel benar-benar pergi berlibur ke Bali loh, GP Mania. Lalu apa tanggapan Karel tentang fans Indonesia?
I think they are amazing. Maybe 50, maybe even more than 50% of my fans are from Indonesia, and I'm really happy for them. And I'm really happy that like this, I can come a little bit closer to them.
Kata bahasa Indonesia yang kamu tahu.
Yeah, that's very tough. I know that it's similar to Malaysian, right? So I know the words that I know is, for example, sama-sama. That's what I know. A couple other, but it's difficult for me to recall everything.
Coba kita tes ya.
Terima kasih. Tanti. Apa kabar?
Wah, cepat bisa ya si Karel ini. Dan menutup interview dengan Duta Satelit Ducati, tim MotoGP bertanya soal prediksi Karel tentang musim 2018. Bagaimana menurut Karel?
Always very difficult to say. Last year, Andrea Dovizioso was fighting to win the championship, even though he didn't, but he was really good. So this year we'll see. Definitely the favorite riders to win the championship will be similar to last year. And where it goes with me, we will also see. The championship is getting more and more difficult every year, but we are fighting really hard and trying to work as hard as we can to get as good results as we possibly can.
You and me are bored of regularities.
Baiklah, semoga Karel mampu menunjukkan performa apik di musim ini ya. Well, begitulah perbincangan tim MotoGP dan Karel Abraham. Kalau GP Mania mau menyaksikan penampilannya di lintasan balap, jangan lupa saksikan live race GP Qatar malam ini pukul 21 waktu Indonesia Barat ya.
Ternyata ya, Karel Abraham sama aja kayak Sabrina sama-sama suka makan nasi Padang. By the way, sesuai sama janji Sabrina tadi, akan ada hadiah untuk GP Mania. Kali ini ada paket dan keren untuk 2 orang pemenang. Mau? Ikutan dulu kuisnya. Pertanyaannya gampang banget nih kali ini. Di seri manakah Karel Abraham menyabet gelar juara semasa masih di kelas Moto 2? Nah, gampang banget kan? Kalau udah tahu jawabannya dan udah yakin, seperti biasa langsung aja dikirim ke Twitter kita di @trans7gp dan juga di Instagram @officialmotogpt7. Dan waktunya sudah habis, tapi jangan lupa ya untuk menyaksikan kualifikasi MotoGP di pukul 20 waktu Indonesia Barat yang akan langsung dilanjutkan dengan live race perdana seri Qatar pukul 21 waktu Indonesia Barat. Aduh, jadi gue deg-degan ya, kira-kira siapa yang akan menjadi juara di partai pertama. Well, it's time to say goodbye and remember to move your speed because speed is the main advantage over large competitors. Bye-bye!
Every stumble